What's good, Fight fans? This is Standing 8 Count with another Uber driver style video for the SDBC. I wanted to give a special shout out to Terrence Crawford, who was voted by ESPN as Fighter of the Year. His year included him becoming the first unified champion in about, I think, a decade or a little over a decade in the 140-pound division. He was able to beat top contenders, actually top champions such as Victor Postal and Julius Ndongo, where he was able to earn the IBF, WBA, WBO, and WBC titles. He has now, of course, moved up to 147 and relinquished all those titles, but he did receive the honor of being voted by ESPN again as Fighter of the Year. One discrepancy, though, that comes with the fact that he was voted Fighter of the Year, that he is listed on ESPN's pound-for-pound list number 3. Granted, being voted Fighter of the Year is not, a prerequisite to be also number one fighter in the world. The issue with it, though, is that he, as a one-time Undisputed Champion, is undefeated. He hasn't lost a fight, no draws, no controversial fights. The two guys that have ahead of him, of course, is number one, I believe they have is Lomachenko, and number two they have is Gennady Golovkin. Lomachenko, he's had a great year in the fact that he's made a couple fighters that are considered top contenders quit, but many of those fights, again, weren't the best matchup in terms of, quality of opposition. He defeated Nicholas Walters. I believe it might have been late last year, early this year, I'm not sure. But that was after Nicholas Walters was on a long layoff and had to, do most of his training camp to lose weight. He fought Jason Sosa, who, in my opinion, lost to Nicholas Walters, but was given a draw. He's not really a top-level guy. He beat Mariaga, who was coming off a loss in the lighter division, and then he beat Guillermo Rigondeaux, who on paper was seen to be a really top challenger for him. Two-time Olympic gold medalist, Cuban background, technical fighter, also a pound-for-pound fighter. But he was moving up 2 weight classes. So Lomachenko, his resume is pretty decent in the last few fights, but nothing really spectacular, nothing where you felt like he could potentially lose, because he had an advantage in every single fight. Gennady Golovkin, after he was going on a tear, knocking out 23 guys in a row, he came across Kell Brook, who gave him a tough first 1 or 2 rounds, but ultimately, after moving up 2 weight classes, didn't really pose too much of a threat once Gennady Golovkin started to get it in gear. Then Golovkin fought Danny Jacobs, a real close fight. In my opinion, I thought Golovkin pulled it out, but a lot of people thought otherwise. But he didn't look too spectacular in that fight either, not necessarily because he lost a step, but I think because the level of competition went up. So that's the reason why he didn't look too spectacular compared to his other fights. And then in the Canelo Alvarez fight, I thought he edged that out as well, but he didn't look that good either, and he came away with the draw. So when you compare Terrence Crawford's record or resume to the other two, and Lomachenko and Golovkin, again, in terms of just the year itself, I can see why he is, of course, Fighter of the Year. But then when you look at their overall careers up to this point, I truly feel that Terrence Crawford deserved to be the number one guy ranked pound for pound on ESPN's list. Again, I don't know what criteria they actually go by in determining what to determine, but the fact that they have Golovkin, especially over Terrence Crawford, considering his last fight was a draw, to me it makes no sense. And Lomachenko in general, he has a loss already in his second pro fight, and he's never made any genuine attempts to avenge that loss. At this point now, Salido, he retired after his last fight, and I think he took it back. Now he wants to come back to fighting. But at this point now, with the development of Lomachenko and the very obvious decline in Salido, if they matched up now at a rematch, it wouldn't really be too competitive in my opinion. But again, congratulations to Terrence Crawford, ESPN's Fighter of the Year, who in my opinion should be the pound-for-pound fighter as well. But again, ESPN has showed in countless situations their bias towards many fighters, especially certain fighters who are on the quote-unquote coincidental list. But let me know what you think about Terrence Crawford getting Fighter of the Year, and also their top 3 in terms of having Lomachenko 1, Golovkin 2, and Terrence Crawford 300 pound for pound less. Again, this is standing 8 count with the SWBC. You guys have a great day.